Can you see the chat box today? Thank you. We'll just wait for 1 or 2 minutes and then we will start. Exactly 2 o'clock. Anybody has any doubt regarding yesterday's session? कोणाला काही डाऊट आहे का परवा जे आपलं सेशन झालं त्याच्याबद्दल एनिथिंग वी विल जस्ट गो थ्रू दॅट अगेन माय इंटरनेट कनेक्शन इज नॉट स्टेबल टुडे so it might happen that I may leave the meeting and then again come back in the meeting. Okay, so unless and until I tell you it's the end of the meeting, don't end the meeting. Okay, today we will be starting again with the arithmetic instructions. Last time we had seen the arithmetic instructions. Okay, आवाज ऐकू येत आहे ना सगळ्यांना? Arithmetic instructions will do all the arithmetic operations. So we had seen the arithmetic. Swaraj तुला mute कर रे स्वतःला. Swaraj Rajguru, mute yourself. Okay. Now the arithmetic instruction today only 19 students. Data transfer group instructions सगळ्यांना आठवत आहेत? Have you gone through it?
Yes, ma'am.
Today we will be doing certain programs with the data transfer group and the arithmetic groups. Okay, that's why I'm asking. So last time we had seen that arithmetic operation madhe which instructions were there. Add instruction, right? What was the add instruction about? Swaraj, please mute yourself. Swaraj Rajguru, please mute yourself. Okay, so add instruction. Whenever arithmetic operations you will be doing at that time, what happens is one operand must be in the accumulator. The another operand can be either in the register or in the memory. So the syntax of add instruction is ADD and whatever is the register name or M. M always is specified by the HL मध्ये जो address आहे त्यातले contains. Okay. So this is nothing but add instruction that last time we had seen. And similar to add instruction, we have the move and MVI. Similarly, we have add, and instead of that add, we can use ADI, and then you have to write the 8-bit number, right? So whenever we want to add two numbers, exactly two numbers when we know, then we can use the ADI instruction. Okay, so ADI, and then you have to write one 8-bit number. So the syntax will be ADI and 8-bit number. So the example we had seen that ADI and 78. Okay. Then we had seen the INR and INX instruction, and before that today, before that, I will just go through other instructions, which is called as the subtract instruction. Okay, in add, there are two more instructions, but that I will take it thoda later on. Subtract instruction, what does this instruction do? The name itself will tell you. The subtract instruction will subtract the contents of the register from what? From the accumulator. But while subtracting, what happens is it uses the 2's complement method of the subtraction. Do you all remember the 2's complement method of the subtraction? How to do the 2's complement method? How to do the subtraction with the 2's complement method? Do you remember it? Or should I tell that? Unless and until you give me the answer, I won't be able to understand whether you are understanding those concepts or not. Last year in 11th standard, you have studied the 2's complement method of subtraction. Has everybody remembers that, or should I tell it?
Ma'am, please revise
Yeah, I got
once again.
this. I will just tell. Okay. Now, how to find the 2's complement of a number that you know, right? Suppose my number is, for example, 25. So actually, how do you write the 25? 0, 0, 1, 0 is 2, and then 0, 1, 0, 1 is nothing but 5. So this is your 25. 25 in binary or in hexadecimal. Actually, 25 in hexadecimal. I am writing it in the binary in this form. So what is the 1's complement of that? Whatever is 0, you have to write it 1, right? 1, 1, then 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0 is the 1's complement of 25. And you have to add 1 to it. So it becomes the 2's complement of the number. Okay, so those who have attempted the quiz, they must have understood this. Okay, so this is what is the value. 2's complement of 25 is, this is D, right? And this is B. So DB is the 2's complement of the 25. Okay. Now suppose if I want to subtract, for example, 3 from 5. How do you do the 2's complement of the subtraction? The 2's complement of 3 will be added to 5. So what is 5? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. The 2's complement of 3, what is 3? 3 is nothing but 0, 0, 0, 0, correct? 0, 0, 1, 1 is 3. So what will be the 2's complement of it? It will be nothing but 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then it will be 0, 0, and I am going to add 1 to it. So it will be the 2's complement of 3. This you have understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the 2's complement of the number to be subtracted is always added. So 5 minus 3. So 3's 2's complement will be added to 5. Okay. So what is the answer now? If you see, what is the answer? 1 plus 1, it will be correct. 0 here, then 1 here, then 1 plus 1, it will be 0. Then 1 for carry, so 1 plus 1, it will be 0. Correct. 1 for carry, it will be 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the answer, right? With carry 1. There will be carry here. 1 is the extra bit, right? The extra bit is nothing but called as the carry. You are getting 9-bit answer, right? So this is your carry. So in 2's complement, the carry, if it is 1, it is ignored. And the remaining answer is nothing but your actual answer. If there is no carry, suppose I am doing 3 minus 5. This you have understood? So actual answer is this particular one will be ignored. So actual answer will be 0, 2. This you have understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now if it is 3 minus 5, if it is 3 minus 5, how do you do it? Now whose 2's complement you will be taking? Whose 2's complement you will be taking? The number to be subtracted is nothing but 5. So take the 2's complement of 5. So what it will be? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, correct? Plus 1. That is, this will be the 2's complement of 5. So in 0, 3, in 0, 3, 2's complement of 5 will be added. Correct? So what is the answer now? If you add everything, correct? 0, 1, 1. This will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is the answer, final answer. There is no carry now. Okay, so when there is no carry, you have to take the 2's complement of the answer. Correct? Is there any carry? No, because there is no extra bit here. So there is no carry. So what is the final answer here? FE. Take the 2's complement of it. So what is the 2's complement of FE? It will be 1 plus 0, 0, 0 करायचा, 0, 0, 0, 1 plus 1. That will be 1, 0. So final answer after taking the 2's complement of this answer is nothing but 0, 2 with negative sign you have to give. So whenever you are subtracting the bigger number from the smaller number, there will be never be carry. And whenever you are subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number, there will be always a carry. That you have to remember. Now this particular concept, the 2's complement method of subtraction, is adopted in the subtract instruction by the microprocessor. Everything in terms of addition will be done in the microprocessor because only one circuitry will be needed. Okay, so whenever you say it is nothing but the subtract instruction, so in the subtract instruction, जसं तुम्ही add लिहिता त्याच्याऐवजी काय लिहायचंय SUB, usually capital letters मध्ये you have to write, and then you have to mention either the register name or you have to mention the memory, that is M. Okay, so the number to be subtracted must be in the register or the memory, and number from which you are subtracting must be in the accumulator. So the number, one number which is in the accumulator, from that the other number will be always subtracted. Okay, so subtract the contents of the register or the memory from the contents of the accumulator. That is the meaning of this particular instruction. The result is stored in the accumulator and the subtraction is done with the 2's complement method by the microprocessor. The moment you say sub R, it will do that subtraction with the 2's complement method. Microprocessor always complements the carry affected by the final result, and the carry is considered as borrow in case of subtraction. Okay, now how? Suppose subtract B. B means B register has something, correct? So accumulator contents and the B register contents will be subtracted. Now let's assume that A has 0A, B has 06. So 0A madna 06 minus होणार आहे, correct? So what will be the answer here? The answer here will be 04. Correct? How? Now see, 0A means what? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, right? Minus 06 we are doing. So microprocessor will take the 2's complement of 6. It will add to 0A and the microprocessor will get this particular answer, right? Okay? Is this clear? I have taken a different number. Or should I show it?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so if you see, the carry is now generated. Generally, when we do it manually, we ignore the carry. So microprocessor, what it does, the carry flag, see ninth bit has occurred, that means carry should be 1. But microprocessor will complement that carry and it will make carry 0. So carry in subtraction is considered as borrow. So when you are subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number, there is never be a borrow, right? So once the any, so automatically 0 kar do. So that means there is no borrow. And the final answer is this 8-bit number will be stored in the accumulator. So if you see, accumulator will have now 0, 4, and the flags will be now how will be affected. Now the sign flag is the MSB of the 8-bit answer, right? This is your 8-bit answer which will be in the accumulator. So sign flag is 0, correct? Because the MSB of the answer is 0. Then the answer is non-zero, so 0 flag is 0. There is an auxiliary carry, 1 plus 1, 0 with carry 1. There was a carry here, correct? So auxiliary carry will be 1. Now the parity in 8-bit answer is nothing but odd parity, because there is only one number of 1. So odd number of ones are there in the answer. So your parity is 0. And though the carry is 1, microprocessor will make it 0. Therefore carry will also be 0. And finally the answer in the flag register, that is the status which it gives to the microprocessor, is nothing but 1, 0. This is how your answer will be there in the accumulator, okay, with the subtract instruction. Now let's see if I am subtracting 5 from 3. Where is 5 in D register? So if I have an instruction SUBD, D has 0, 5, A has, for example, 0, 3, then 2's complement of 5 is this, correct? 0, 5, 2-digit number ahead. So that of 2's complement is this. The microprocessor adds it with the accumulator contains the 2's complement of this number. The answer is now this, right? Now when the answer is this, there is no carry. So microprocessor, what it will do? It will make the carry 1 and accumulator will have this answer, not 2. It won't have the answer as 2. You will have to write a program to take the 2's complement of the answer, so that it will give you 0, 2 as the answer. Okay. So whenever you are subtracting the bigger number from the smaller number, in this case, what I am subtracting 5 from 3. In the earlier case, I was subtracting 3 from 5. So when I was subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number, I was getting the actual number, but answer, that is 0, 2. But when I am subtracting the bigger number from the smaller number, I will get this answer in the accumulator instead of 0, 2. Okay, and there was no carry. The microprocessor will complement the carry. So after execution, it will make the carry bit 1 and accumulator will be FE, which is the actual answer, the 2's complement. So this is how your subtract instruction works in 8085. So here we can say, we can find out what is the flag register content. After everything, you just try to find out what is the flag register content, so that flag जे structure आहे ते तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. Okay, otherwise every time, suppose if you do it right now आणि मग थोड्या दिवसांनी किंवा after so many months if you do that, then you will forget about it, because in every practical you have to write the flag register content. Okay, so this is how the subtraction is done. So if it is SUBM, then where should be the data? The data will be in the address, which is specified by the HL register pair. The same thing will happen. Whatever is in M, correct? The 2's complement of that value will be taken, and then answer will be taken. Okay, this is actually, I should have written this as 35. Suppose accumulator has 35 and suppose this has 0, 3. Then 35 minus 0, 3, that is 0, 2 will be the answer in the accumulator, and the memory contents remain as it is. Okay. Again, you have to do the subtraction. That means whenever a question comes, explain the instruction. Okay. That time you'll have to take the example and show it by this method. This is the method by which you will have to show how the subtraction is done. Okay. In the microprocessor. So that is how the subtraction instruction works in the microprocessor. Have you understood this? Have you understood this? Okay. Now let's write one program. Okay, I'm going to give you one program. Program is not a big program. You have to write the set of instructions. Okay, write a set of instructions. You have a pen, pencil, paper with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so write a set of instructions to add two numbers. To add two numbers stored in 7000H and 7001H. Stored in 7000H and 7001H. Store the answer in 7002. Store the answer in 7002. Now what I have told you is, I want to add two numbers, but where are those two numbers? In the addresses 7000 and 7001 we don't know what are the numbers. Okay, they might be, for example, 45. This may have, for example, 25. So 45 plus 25 will be added. If suppose this is 35, then 45 plus 35 will be added. Okay, depending upon whatever is the value in 7000 and 7001, those values are to be added and the answer has to be stored in 7002. Okay, so in this case, suppose these are the contents, then the answer which has to be stored in 7002 will be nothing but 7A. 5 plus 5 is 8. Hexadecimal addition is there. Okay, and 4 plus 3, 7. Okay, so this is your program which you have to write. So this answer, whatever might be the numbers, you don't know what are the numbers, whatever might be in 7000 and 7001, you have to add them and store them in the 7002. This is the question. Now, while doing add instruction, you have to do the add operation. So we have to use the which addition instructions you have learned, add and ADI. These are the two instructions which I taught you, right? No, add and then you can have the register name or the memory, correct? And ADI, you should have the 8-bit data. So can I use this instruction in this situation? No, because I don't know what is the actual data which is to be added, right? Whatever might be that number, that value I have to add. So I cannot use this instruction, correct? This is now discarded, correct? I will have to use either add R or add M, correct? These are the two instructions. One of these instruction I will have to use. That means what I have to do is, this number should be in one register and this number should be in another register, which is nothing but A. Okay, either this should be in A or this should be in A. And one of the numbers should be in another register. Suppose if I try to use ADDR, okay. So suppose if I try to choose B register, that means either 45 contents of 7000 must be in B register or contents of 7001 should go in B register, correct? Now, is there any ready-made instruction to transfer the contents of the address into the register B? We don't have that ready-made instructions. The contents of the address can be transferred either to A register or HL register. Have you read the data transfer group instructions?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have read it, then you will understand what I am talking about. Okay. So I have an instruction which is called as LDA, and then I have to mention the address. Correct? So LDA 7000, what it does, it will make the accumulator contains, that is A register contains. Now right now they are 45. 7000 मध्ये काय आहे, the 45 that will go in A. Correct? Now these values I will have to transfer it where to, for example, B register. So what I will say, move B comma A. Move, destination is B, source is A. And then again I will say LDA 7001. So what will happen now? So in this case, what has happened? In this case, whatever was in A had gone to B. So B has become 45. Now in this case, what is my A value now? What is my A value? A value will be nothing but the contents of, yes, very good, 35, yes, correct. Now if I say add B, so what will happen? B register contains and A register contains will be added. So that's what I wanted. What I wanted, the contents of this address and contents of this address, I wanted to add. So the answer will be in now where? A register, right? What will be the answer? 7A, correct? Now where I want to store this answer? In 7002. So which instruction I will use now?
STA.
STA, yes. So you will have to use the instruction which is nothing but opposite to LDA. It is nothing but STA 7002, and then you will have to say fault. That is the final instruction of your program. So the contents of 7002 becomes now 7. Okay, this is how you have to use the instructions whenever you want to write a program. You have to think which instructions you have studied, which instructions you are going to use it, and you try to write the program. Okay, this is the one way, one of the program which I can write using add instruction, right? Now, the same program I can write it in another manner also. Have you understood this particular program, how to write the program? Okay. Many students, what they do, LDS 7000, LDS 7001 they do. Okay, they can transfer 7001 contents into B also. But then these will be overwritten. So you have to think, okay, should I continue the meeting after this? I have only 10 minutes left. Okay. I'm scheduling one more meeting. Okay. After this, I will just go through another here. Okay, now I am writing one instruction. Memory is external. Okay, Kedar Date is asking memory is external or internal. Okay, whenever you write a program, the program will be written in the RAM area. So that RAM area I am talking about. Okay, these addresses are of those RAM areas. Okay, so LXI H, I have written these instructions now. You have to just write it down. See, we have studied so many instructions. What is the use of those instructions? You have to just think. Okay, so that this becomes just write down these particular instructions, and then I will end the meeting. And again, you please join the again another meeting. Okay. थोड़ा वेळ घेईन नंतरचं पाहिजे असेल तर, because if you have exams or something Saturday Sunday, I'll just take for 10-15 minutes and then finish. Have you all written this? LXIH 7000, LDA 7001, or just write down this 7000 in this so that it becomes easier. Anvit? Anvit? Okay, I'll just end the meeting now and we will come back. Okay? Yes or no? Students? Students?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just ending the meeting. Again, come back within 5 minutes, within 2 minutes actually. Okay?